experience. Man, was it ever an experience. But anyway, yesterday we went whitewater rafting in Cleveland, Tennessee on Coley River. And everything was going smooth. I wasn't really too worried about it because, I was like, what is the chances of me really falling out one of these rafts? So we going down the river, paddling and everything, having a good time. I'm acting like I'm in the Olympics, doing it like that. I be seeing them dudes on TV, I think I'm a professional my first time. So, we paddle, do 1, 2, and everything going smooth. So the dude's like, okay guys, here we go. It's about to be a big drop off. We're gonna hit it like the Olympics. It's gonna be awesome. I'm like, all right, So we rowing, and we get ready for the drop off. And I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, this gonna be a good one. So we paddle twice. We go off a little jump. And we in the air, and I'm just smiling, I'm just happy as ever, like, this is the best feeling. We about to splash, this water cold, it's gonna be just great. But then, as we coming off the little ramp, surprise, it's another boat. So we ran into it. And I really ain't know too much what was going on. All I remember is, I was up under the water, and my leg was stuck in the little boat or whatever. So I'm up in the water, and the first thing I remember is try to grab the little thing on the side to help you stay attached to the boat. So I'm trying to grab it, but X beside me, and he pulling my arm down trying to save his own life. So I couldn't grab it or whatever, and I'm starting to panic because my face up under the water, but my legs still. So I'm like, man, am I really gonna drown on vacation? Like, this is not the way it's supposed to go. So finally, I just started screaming for my ACL. Everybody take that serious. It's kind of like fire. You scream fire, everybody gonna come to your rescue. I scream ACL, my ACL. So Isaiah coming, he rescued me. So I'm trying to shake it out, and I'm looking around, and my boy X, he's just down there, just like helpless. You know what I'm saying? I hear him over there. Oh, but that joke was kind of funny, so I laughed a little bit. But then the instinct of that's my brother. I can't let him drown out here. So then, I try to shake off my little leg or whatever, try to get settled in on the boat. And remember the technique to help somebody up. And they just, help me! Help me! Help me! So me and Moose help him up. And then I turn around, and our guide is off the boat. So I'm like, really? So we help him on, and we turn around and look, and my mom long on, she like 20 feet around, away from the boat. So we like, oh man. So we see my mom, she got the scariest look on her face. But I don't know how she did, she was doggy paddling or something. But she made it to another boat. That fight or flight came in, so she made it to another boat. And then, we all talking about the story and whatnot. And we come to find out, my boy Moose, he every man for himself. Everybody done fill out the boat, and him and Isaiah is safe, and he gonna talk about something. We survived! We survived! While everybody else fighting for their life. But it's all good, man. It's all love. We had a good time. I might go back. I ain't gonna lie. My knee still hurt a little bit, but it's all good, man. Family fun. Niblet vacation.
Whitewater rafting was fun, man. That was crazy. I never did nothing like that. Yeah, like every story, like every adventure, we had a funny story to come back home and tell y'all the people, man. Like, everything was going smooth. Like, we was rowing, everything was smooth. We was just enjoying the scenery, the beautiful trees, the wild, majestic animals on the side, bro. We was doing all that. Until this lady, she was a first-year guide, and she really didn't know, she wasn't really too comfortable with her stuff. And she tried to go down like a riverbank backwards, and you can't do that. And so she had got stuck like under a rock where we couldn't see her little raft as we was going over. So we was going over, and the way you sit in the boats is 3 to a side, and it's 2 rows of 6, 3 to a side. And on my row it was my dad, Moose, and then me, and then across from me was my mom, then her son, and the next. So as we going down the little river, her boat is stuck, her raft is stuck, and when we collide, hit each other, bang, we all fine, and then until we get to the rushing waters, and the water like picks our boat up and slams it this way, slams it my way towards me. All right. So then at this time, Moose is somebody yelling for Moose to get somebody to get Moose. My dad grabs Moose, and then I'm falling back. My stomach gets in the water like that. Moose instantly sits on my legs, pulls me back up, and then as I getting my thoughts together. And Moose is saying, "We survived, we survived." And then I look over, and I see my mom like 5 yards away, swimming, trying to swim. She had the most hurt look on her face. And then I hear our son like, "My ACL, my ACL." I was like, "Oh shit!" So I run over and grab my son up. And then we like, "Where X? Where X?" And we just see his hand on the boat. And then his body come up. And Moose gets him. But I mean, and then my dad jumps in the water trying to find my mom, but she's too far away. He's like, "Where's my wife? Where's my wife?" And like, man, it was a fun experience. I'd do it again though. I think
So my experience whitewater rafting, crazy, man. It was crazy. You know, it was all going good until we hit a class 4 rapid, you know. And apparently there was a girl that got in another raft. It was her first year on the job. And our guide said she had went into the class 4. She went into it backwards and she got her raft stuck. So man, we were just pedaling along, and we come up on this rapid. Then like I could like when we hit the rapid, I could look up, and I could see the other raft just sitting in the middle of the rapid. And I like look the dude in his eyes, and we like meet eye contact. You know what I'm saying? I'm smiling. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking it's a good time. We might just touch the boat, bounce off of it, everything gonna be all right. So you know what I'm saying? We hit it. Hit the rapid. And we like in the air. We hit that boat head on, man. And our boat like kind of turned. And we came back down and hit that rapid. We hit that jump, man. And then our boat flipped over, man. Me, a sign to my mom, we all flipped off the side of the boat. And I remember them telling us before we went on there, feel like about to fall off, grab onto that chicken strap on the side of the boat. So, man, I grabbed on that thing and I was holding on for dear life. And next thing I know, man, I'm underneath the water. I'm not only underneath the water, I'm underneath the boat. Like I'm underneath the raft completely except for my arm. So I'm like doing one of these joints right here. So my arm is the only thing out of the water. I'm just holding on to the side of the boat. Man, I'm under there and I'm just having like transient thoughts, just like, gosh, man, I'm really about to die. Like this, I'm gonna go out. It's gonna drown. Like, dang, man, I got so much I want to do, so much I want to accomplish, and this is it. This is the end. And then there was a little split second when we got out through that rapid, and I seen those slim chance for me to survive. So I was like, nah, bro, I'm not going out. I'm not like this. So I start fighting for my life, man. I'm pulling and I'm tugging, trying to get out, man. And I feel some air, man, some precious air. So I come over, and the first thing I say is like, oh spit, how am I gonna get out of this? How am I gonna get out of this? I'm thinking. So man, I'm like grabbing onto it. And like I look up and I see Moose. I see how son, they all up on the boat and they chilling, man. So I'm like, these dudes not gonna help me, man. So I start screaming, I'm like, help me. And then, you know, he tried to pull me up on my arm, man. I'm 220 pounds, this ain't but like a $150. So we can't do it by himself, man. So I sent that to her shoulder, pulled me up on my shoulder, man. I'm just thankful for life, man. It's crazy. So when I get up on the boat, I turn around, I see my mom, she like maybe 20 yards down the river, she just floating away. I'm like, gosh, man, sucks. But she was alright though. Another boat that picked her up, and I ain't going back on that river again, man. Y'all can have that. Like you saying on the ground, man. It's too much for me. It was fun though.
Well, my experience with the whitewater rafting, man, it was pretty fun, but I probably won't do it again because I don't want to fall out. So we got there first, man. And you know, he put the goddamn boat where your legs got to get in. I thought I was gonna step in, you know, step in the boat and start rock rolling. I stepped in that water. That water was so cold. I started shivering right there. And I had to hop on that boat. We got on, you know, we started pedaling. Dad like 1, 2, trying to be the commander in chief, you know. Then got thing to the actual thing. It was all bumping and stuff, and I was thinking to myself, I am not falling off this thing. So I stuck my foot all the way under there. And you know, we started riding. Then we got to the worst part of the thing and everybody started falling off. But when we hit that little rapid river and I fell back, my dad leaned on me, dad leaned on Isaiah, Then we all came back up and my dad was, and everybody else just went flying. My son got stuck, X like this, holding on to the goddamn safety door. My mom just flew. I was like, spam, man. Then looked at Isaiah. I was like, man, we survived! We survived! Then Isaiah started, so Isaiah put a smile on his face. You know, we heard that sound, why is he out? Why is he out? And then X like, help me! Help me! So, you know, Isaiah got our son, I got X. And X is like 240 pounds. So it's hard to pick him up by myself. So after our son got up, our son came to help me up. Then our guy just all in the water. Then he got on the boat. Then he got my dad on. Then we looked at my mom. That face right there, man. I don't want to ever see that face on her ever again, man. That was just a sad face. And after everything got done, you know, we made it back safely. It was a pretty exciting trip, but I probably won't do it again. That's my